Hello, my loves, and welcome to your creative storytelling. With that said, let's just get on with it, shall we? All right, what do we have going on for today's story? Our main character, King of Wands, Six of Swords. Ooh, someone's catching someone's eye. Eight of Wands. Ooh, so someone. It feels like we have a King of Wands that might be our main character. This is someone who, this is like someone who is out and about and happens to see someone, could be scrolling, but this feels like someone more so out and about. You see, this King of Wands is looking dead at the Six of Swords. Six of Swords denotes to a form of, out traveling, walking about. With that Eight of Wands there, it's almost a sense of instant attraction. This is almost like, someone is going about their day and then la da da da, someone comes along, it's like, oh, oh, who is that? I must, I must introduce myself. I must get to, this is a beeline bitch. Nine of Pentacles. Are they single? Oh, yeah. Lovers. Are they with anyone? Boom. Tower. This is like being in the right place at the right time, and someone comes along. And man, do they make an impact. Now, I wouldn't say this is love at first sight, but someone is definitely awestruck. In fact, that might be what I call this, if I remember it, awestruck. All right. All right. What about what happened in the past? Three of Cups, 10 of Cups, Nine of Cups. So we have someone um, just out and about doing them, doing themselves, This is like the energy of someone living their life, just glowing and shining. So someone is radiating, is someone out and about in a social setting, someone very happy-go-lucky. It's just enjoying one's life type of energy. This could even be two people who are perfectly content in their own energy, just enjoying life, living their life, along with, being with like-minded people, doing their thing. Very happy-go-lucky energy all around. But just, it feels like people who are self-focused. All right. Now, presently, Six of Cups, King of Pentacles, Seven of Cups. Why? Why do I feel so drawn to this person? This could even be regarding to a same-sex situation, doesn't have to be. But it feels like someone feeling a sense of familiarity, like I've known you before, almost like lovers in a past life. So someone could be finding themselves feeling within a state where they're trying to realize they can't stop thinking about something. I can't get this person off my mind. What is it about you? The Six of Cups has a unicorn. What is it about you that King of Pentacles, this King of Pentacles can even be, a moderation version of the King of Wands, going from that sense of attraction and drawing and that magnetism to all of a sudden, now this person, they're steady focused. This person stays in their thoughts. Someone could have already had a situation in which they happened to come across someone. They saw someone, they met someone, and there's something about them. They cannot get them off of their mind. And it's someone's falling. What about in the near future? King of Swords, Three of Pentacles, to the Knight of Cups. Again, the Star card. Someone is determined to make some form of leeway in regards to a situation. I feel like this could be someone that someone is around, but this feels like someone finds it a bit difficult to actually start any form of conversation. But it feels like someone is going to just do it. They could do something on a bit of an impulse. and just ask someone out, or try. It feels like going towards someone. So this is like the next time I see that person, I'm going for it. This could be wanting to go to that public place. This could even be someone sees someone once and then it's like, who was that person? And then it's like going to the same spot, hoping that lightning would strike twice and they could meet them again, right? Um, in which case they might get lucky. Someone could even find themselves scrolling and then they happen to come across the media profile of the person, right? And it's like, oh my God, what are the odds? Maybe they have a mutual friend, the Three of Pentacles dead in the center, in which case someone could be jumping for the chance. You know what? Let me send them a request, let me shoot them a message. What is the possible outcome? This could be a situation, again, it's heavily emphasized, where someone could have seen someone, right, out and about, and they don't know why they were just so drawn. There was a sense of magnetism towards this person, but perhaps they never actually truly got to interact. Maybe this is someone they saw passing by. Maybe this is someone going to the store for milk, and then they see someone, and it's like they're just taken back, right? Uh, I feel like it's something a little bit more than that, but let's just go along with it, right? And it's almost like they can't stop thinking about this person, right? It's all they can think about. And then uh, chance would somehow put this person back in the way to cross paths with this person, whether that be they come across their social media or and then they recognize them instantly, or they happen to see them again in a public setting. um I feel like one could find themselves overthinking and stressing because it's almost like, what are the odds of lightning striking twice, or if I'll ever find them again? Um, Especially if someone didn't act when they first had seen this person who they were so taken by. This is like someone who was so taken back by someone's beauty, you know? Male or female doesn't matter, but that's the way it gives, right? So it's almost like they can't stop thinking about this person. It eats at them, right? Where it's like they've never held rental space in their head for someone for such a prolonged amount of time. And some way, somehow, the universe, time, faith, whatever, would have them give them a form of means to meet again, right? So whereas one might be in this position, it's never going to happen. I don't know why. I can't stop thinking about this person, but I need to stop. You know, it feels like something that's meant to play out a specific type of way, right? But it feels like things do end up working out in the end, whereas someone is telling themselves, oh, I'll never see them again, or, I should have acted when I had the chance. And now it's like, with that high priestess dead in center, a disappointing situation turns to something that is now full of possibility. Ace of Cups, Ace of Wands. Someone is being given a chance. So it feels like someone is going to find a chance. But it feels like there's a bit more of a push behind the scenes. So with that temperance, it's given a sense of like behind the curtain, where it's like there's more to this. It's almost like things are being played out in a way that, the universe, the divine would somewhat intervene to help push these two back together in each other's path yet again. Again, whether that be is through means of like possible social media or actual physical place. Six of Pentacles, Two of Wands, to the Queen of Cups, Two of Cups. So it does have a positive turnaround. This feels like two people who are getting a second chance. This feels like, again, someone could have seen someone and they felt a strong draw towards them. but they didn't act, right? They felt strongly towards someone, but they did not, in fact, take action. And the universe could be setting it up for them to have another chance to take some form of action, take some form of initiative, having them cross paths again, one way or another. And it feels like they're going for it. And by them going for it, it leads to positive results. Wow, moon card. So, Seven of Wands, that's a form of accomplishment or coming out on top. So it feels like our main character is getting a second chance at something and this time getting it right. So I like that. I do. With that said, my loves, that is what I got for you. That is your read.